We talked about deals trickling in past 3 Eastern time. It looks like the Leafs have made a deal with the Minnesota Wild, Rosie.
Connor Dewar.
Connor Dewar, a name we have speculated about the last couple weeks. They were looking to add a depth forward, and it seems like they've got him. 57 games so far this season with Minnesota, 10 goals, 14 points. I think he's an upgrade on some of the bottom 6 guys they have. So there's your ad up front.
Yeah, I suppose it is. Under 200 games played. He's 24 years old. Not overly big, not small. Yeah, it's all right. I'm not familiar with this guy. I'm going to be dead honest with you. I haven't watched him play a ton of games. Numbers just seem kind of overall all right, average. Like you said, a replacement for a bottom 6 guy. If you're here to work your absolute nuts off and bang and crash and get in everyone's face and be nothing but intensity and energy, then welcome aboard. Not sure if he's that guy or not, but in my mind, that is what they're looking for. Basically the identity of the Florida Panthers is what we want to instill a little bit of. So hopefully Connor Dewar is that, but I'm going to go do a little bit more research on this fine fellow and see how excited the deal makes me. What'd we give up?
Yeah. So, not much on the return just yet. I think he's a bottom 6 guy. He's going to bring some jump. He's going to bring some energy. I do watch the Minnesota Wild quite a bit. They're actually one of my favorite teams to watch in the league. Love Kaprizov and Zuccarello and guys like that, but they have been fading in the playoff race. So they have been selling, which, by the way, has been very uncharacteristic for Minnesota. Like the one thing we've learned over the last, we'll say, like 2 decades, the Wild make the playoffs. This year, they're not going to make the playoffs, and they sold off some of their assets. So I think you look at Dewar specifically. I just think he's another body to add in the bottom 6, and I do think he plays up from a guy like a Noah Gregor. I think Pontus Holmberg would be in that conversation too, but I think a Dewar is a guy, like if you're bringing him in, and we'll see what the return is on this deal, it's going to be a guy who plays up from a guy like Gregor. I think at the very least they were looking for depth. They got depth, but I don't want to make too much of this acquisition.
Yeah, Gregor's kind of struggled to get in the lineup and to make an impact when he did. When he does, the other night he was playing, and just as fast as he can skate, like he is an obviously and visibly faster skater than a lot of guys out there, but he just hasn't seemed to be able to put it to good use this year. The physical side of the game he doesn't engage with too much, and like you said, I just think that this guy with his PK ability and just kind of overall utility guy attitude could probably be an upgrade on a guy like him. So, like I said, you watch him more than I. You seem to like him, but again, if he brings some snap and some snarl and some playoff mentality, then welcome aboard.
So just a couple of Coles notes. And Michael Russo does a fantastic job covering the Minnesota Wild for The Athletic. Dewar has spent the past 2 seasons as the Wild's 4th-line center, as a key penalty killer, has 10 goals, 4 assists, 57 games this season, drafted in the 3rd round, 92nd overall in 2018. He's a pending restricted free agent with arbitration rights, coming off a 2-year deal at $800K cap hit. And so he's a depth add. He's a guy they've been looking for, like that 4th-line type center option who can kill penalties, and I think it does tick some boxes. Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long-form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all, and don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.